begin, a very special thank you to Poner and Timey for supporting the show. Poner dubbed this one Lack of References, The Battle, and had a theory that the ERB team dedicated so much of their time and effort to the previous Halo episode that when it came to the Mario franchise, they thought that it would be simple and well-known enough for them to coast by with no research. But sadly, this led to them forgetting to actually incorporate much of Mario-related material or good references into the battle. Considering this, as well as forbidden future knowledge regarding the writing of the Ash Ketchum and Lara Croft episodes, Poner is hereby revoking ERB's gamer card until proven otherwise. Truly a punishment worse than death. And Timey asked, so is this battle canon to the Illumination Mario films? Cause I want to be prepared for if and when Chris Pratt and Charlie Day start battle rapping Rhett and Link. And actually, Timey, I'm getting word that Chris Pratt has been working on his verse already. I think we have some video.
It's a Mario. That's not the voice. You'll have to wait to hear the...
Ah well, he'll get it eventually. Thanks for watching and on with the show. Good mythical morning, and hello to Rhett and Link. To me, at the time, this felt like the episode where I knew ERB had reached the upper stratosphere of YouTube. Sure, in Season 1, they had some collabs with decently popular creators, and just last episode they worked with Prank vs. Prank. But to be blunt, no one previously was even close to the same level of fame as 2012 Rhett McLaughlin and Lincoln Neal III. Season 2, Episode 3 is notable to me for being the first to feature guests who were, and in this case still probably are, more famous and more successful than ERB itself. Everyone else so far has been relatively lost to time, barring maybe a handful of viral videos, but Good Mythical Morning, I mean, it's certainly not as big as it once was, but hell, I still pop in periodically and catch up every once in a while, and for a good chunk of time, I made sure to catch more or less every episode. They were one of YouTube's biggest channels and biggest success stories, and dare I say, much bigger than Peter and Lloyd ever dreamed ERB could be. As for their casting as the Wright brothers, Rhett and Link bring a perfect vibe, even if they don't necessarily look blood related. The black and white, or I guess more sepia filter color grading is cool, and they're both from North Carolina, like the Wrights, which I assume is the primary driver behind their casting in this specific role. Huh. Well, we've got Lloyd and Peter as the Mario Brothers, which, side note, two sets of brothers is pretty weak sauce battle theming. But as for the costumes, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but I'm not in love with the money chains or the over-exaggerated fake mustaches. On the other hand, I can understand from a production standpoint wanting to make the Mario Brothers excessively fictionalized and a bit ridiculous to contrast with the more grounded, real from history, in black and white Wright brothers. We'll see how it plays out.
We're the Wright brothers and there can be no one.
What a wonky-ass opening line. Like what, was I expecting maybe the Wrong brothers? But sure, I guess they're the only famous duo called the Wright brothers I can think of, but it's not like it's that uncommon of a name to make note of it. Whatever, I'll just say they're trying to replicate speaking like it's 1905 and move on.
We don't want to cause trouble. Are you looking for your lover?
What? We don't want to cause trouble? Link was power posing for fisticuffs a second ago, and you're actively in a battle. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're here to cause trouble. Negative point for these intro bars just being weird vamping. Like, this just makes no sense.
But your princess is in our castle now. Yeah, she's gone. We stayed up all night playing Donkey Kong.
It really might just be Link doing the aha finger point and Rhett doing this mischievous head bob. But this reference to the classic Mario, your princess is in another castle line, along with the hilarious innuendo, is just so funny. 3-pointer for sure.
Before us, people only used to fly in balloons.
That's a bit of fudging history right there. Yeah, hot air balloons were, I suppose, the most well-known and common form of air travel before the development of propeller planes, but the Wright brothers didn't just magic the idea of the airplane out of thin air. Aviation has a long history, and aircraft we would call gliders weren't uncommon in the back half of the 1800s. Add to that the fact that the math and theoretical concept of the propeller engine was first conceived in the early 1800s, and the fact that calling an airship a balloon is dishonest at best, and you have something verging on a negative point for bad history. However, the reason the Wright brothers are famous in the first place is that they did manage to combine all of these aviation concepts into creating the first successful, controlled, engine-powered plane, and that really was a huge achievement. Not a miracle, but the end result of many lifetimes worth of work, as most great human achievements are, and it is worth a point, even if it's being embellished just a bit.
You think we're scared of two idiots addicted to shroom?
Yeah, kinda silly, but a funny reference to the mushroom power-ups in the Mario games, so I think it's worth a point.
You shoulda, woulda, coulda, come to lose an extra life. So just da-da-da-da-da-da. Back down in your pipe.
It's not really saying a whole lot more than Will Beat Ya, but the incorporation of the famous Mario musical cue into a rap verse like this is creative, and it gives me a chuckle, and it elevates the line just enough for a point.
To me, Mario! And Luigi, mother...
Oh, why? There's a bit to unpack here. So first, obviously, you need to open with the "It's a me"
A Mario.
so that's fine, but then Luigi aggressively swearing but also being censored with the Mario coin sound effect, really weird. I'm guessing maybe it's because Luigi has been historically portrayed as the scaredy cat next to Mario being the tougher, older brother, so it's kind of an ironic joke to have his personality be overly tough, but I don't think the joke lands. And then for whatever reason, they decided to make the Mario brothers from Jersey Shore, even though based on this YouTube video that I fully agree with, Mario and Luigi are from New York, and it's Wario and Waluigi that are from New Jersey. I don't know, I don't really love the character decisions on this one, so I'm just saying a general negative point.
Just get back in your biplane and make out with each other.
Oh, Jesus, what are we doing here? These dudes are brothers. Don't tell them to make out with each other. That's freaking weird, guys. Come on. No, bad Mario. No homophobia and freaky family shit. Bad.
Look at these two. Their lives must have been horrible. Two dorky dudes. Named Wilbur and Orville.
This is dumb. Sure, by modern standards, Wilbur and Orville are uncommon, old-timey sounding names. I can think of Wilbur the Pig and Orville Redenbacher besides, of course, the Wrights. But that's the thing, they're old-timey, and the Wrights are, well, old-timey. And while not the most common, these were fairly standard male names in the late 1800s in the United States. And besides all that, let's just clear up that I'm not hearing anything about names from two characters that in some canons are named Luigi Mario and Mario Mario. Talk about dorks.
Spend all your time on one machine? If you wanted to fly, you should have just eaten this leaf.
I guess? I mean, that's kinda wrong because the Wrights worked on multiple planes, but also, I'm sure there's a way to rewrite this line where you have the Mario Bros brag about being able to fly with magic rather than whatever this is that they're, I guess, nagging them about. Like, oh, just eat the leaf, bro. Whatever, neutral.
You should eat something anyway. Look at you so scared.
Okay, thanks, Mom. It's not like even a diss, really. Whatever it is, it's not working.
You might fly like a hawk. Would you fight like a kitty?
Boo, awful. It's a pun on the Wright brothers being from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, but God, was it trash.
We don't need to fight. We're the fathers of flight.
What? I guess it's trying to play off the idea of fight or flight reflexes, but it just doesn't make sense. No, you guys still need to fight. You've got like a whole second verse here.
Representing North Carolina.
Ugh, I hated that, and it felt like they just straight up ran out of bars for a second.
Pressing all your buttons like we're the controller. Conquer every level of your 2D scroller.
Oh god, what was that? Why'd he say controller like that? It was off meter, clunky, and the rhyme with 2D scroller felt forced as hell. Another negative. Guys, stop falling apart on me.
Talk a lot of trash, but let me tell you something. We're gonna beat you so fast, it's like we're holding down the B-button.
I guess it wasn't the worst closer, but I hate how the Wright brothers just went off on this mini tangent about just playing a video game, instead of actually doing any real disses or references. A lot of missed potential, but fine, we'll end things on a neutral, I guess.
Save it up an 8-bit fist. Made to order. Knock you off the back of your own stupid quarters.
What is anyone doing right now? These are just such bad bars. Neutral, leaning negative. I mean, it's almost a brag for the Wright brothers since being on money is fairly impressive, but I don't think a blunder is quite enough to go into the red.
Pow! How you like me now? Spit flames out of mouths like a name was bound.
Oh, that was so forced. Trying to reference the POW block maybe, but it's not using a visual and then trying to slip this really awkward LL Cool J line in there and then extending Bowser like that. It all just really is not working.
You get pummeled. You wish you never stumbled out your little wind tunnel.
Okay, come on guys, we just saw them grow because of the mushroom power-up, but here they barely look taller. Big L taken in the VFX department. The line itself is filler. A wind tunnel is what's created by a propeller engine to generate lift, so that's cool, but they don't do much with it here.
Been dropping my bombs since we started this song. Sorry, Wright brothers, this time you chose wrong.
Yeah, you've been dropping ba-bombs alright, as in this whole verse was one giant king ba-bomb of crap. One last bad pun, one last negative. There is exactly one good verse in this battle, and that's the first Wright brothers verse. Rhett and Link do a good job portraying two random guys from North Carolina, which is how general pop culture remembers the Wrights, and it is also exactly what Rhett and Link are. The black and white filter looks good, and it's a shame they don't have better bars for the second verse, because otherwise I don't think I know how much better anyone could possibly do with these characters. As for the Marios, where do I even start? This is a horrible character read. It shoots for a joke that isn't even that funny, the Marios' aggressive Italian-American stereotypes, and it doesn't even really manage to land that. And they have no good disses besides. And unlike the Wrights, there's a lot more you could do with two of the most recognizable video game characters ever. I mean, unlike Master Chief, the Marios have unique personality quirks and lots of game characters and items that you could reference, without going over the average audience members' heads. I think the first Wright brothers verse, along with just the star power brought by Rhett and Link, really made those first good lines shine so brightly in my mind that I forgot how mediocre to bad the rest of the battle is. But what do you expect? Video game adaptations almost never work out.
It's a me, a Mario.
But music biopics, now that's where the money's at. Like, subscribe, Shamone, and I'll catch you next time. The WW Kid has left the building.